Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to another episode of This and That. Today, I have an exclusive Puzzle Piece Mafia in the building. Let's introduce them individually. Start with the mastermind behind it.
Well, the mastermind behind that is we'll get into it, but there's the real mastermind behind it. We'll get into it, but I'm gonna speak. This is the one and only, the motherfucking Savage, the father of Little Savage, representing,
Yikes.
speaking out for him.
That's right.
Yep.
So the Puzzle Piece Mafia, next person, please introduce yourself.
You know who this is. RJ motherfucking Bombshell, aka the baddest boy in the land. James Bombshell's Big Daddy. Let's get this started. I'm the Jolly Rancher enjoying your talk. Let's go.
Copy. And final member,
Yo, 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 it's your boy Zookie, also
Zuki.
known as Z in the
Well, the,
Efed community.
the final member hasn't been introduced, which is yourself, sir, with Just Insane.
That is correct. I was just gonna get there. I was just saying
Uh,
out of the inside thing, but that's correct. JS, let's just say Puzzle Piece Mafia. So nice to finally have Zookie on the show for the first time. You know what I mean? And
Yes, sir.
you guys are not new to this, meaning RJ and Savage.
nope,
But
not at all.
we got a lot of things to talk about that I want to ask you guys, and you know, I want to start with Zookie first because I wanna get his perspective on this whole Puzzle Piece Mafia thing. How do you feel about it when they brought it to your attention? How did that come to be, brother?
I thought it was pretty cool whenever they were like, "Hey, we want to get you in the Puzzle Piece Mafia since you are somewhat a part of the kids' group. You're part of them. You're one of them. So why not join?"
Right. So like, so you know the whole thing behind it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what the what the whole basically the whole clique is made about, and what's the meaning of it, right?
Yes, sir.
So how did that come to be that you got involved in that? Because it's basically like our kids in in the thing. You get what I'm saying? And you don't have any kids, right?
Nope. It's just me. I'm one of them. I'm also autistic. I'm on the spectrum, which is
Cop.
very little. It's
Right, right. No, it's understandable. I get what you're saying.
yeah.
So that's how it came to be. That's basically what I was asking. That's
Yeah.
dope, bro. So I know you came in to GW with who'd you came in to GW with basically? You came in by yourself, or how did you find out about GW and how you got into the movement?
I think I found out. I have no clue, to be honest. I can't remember, but I know I've got introduced by somebody, and then I started watching it and picking up, and then picking up, and then picking up. And I think it was Savage that went and got me into it.
Yeah, he approached me about it, and I'm joining up, and yeah, we had some issues, and I we had to dig. So I had to dig a little deeper, and saw he wasn't as wrong as everybody was making him out to seem, and I signed him on to FEW.
Copy. So yeah, because I know that he was a rep from WSW if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Yep.
yes, sir.
Dope. So Zuki,
Now,
welcome to. Gad, my bad, Gad. What you was gonna say, Savage?
oh no, I was just gonna, I'm just finish what you're gonna say, because I was gonna break down what the Puzzle Piece Mafia is about, so the people, so the viewers, the
Right.
listeners
Yeah, no, we
are
can we can
aware.
get to that. I was just gonna tell Zuki, yo, welcome to the GW, the global production
Thanks for
family.
having
You know what
me.
I'm saying? Yeah, brother.
bringing me
Thanks,
along,
thanks.
for having me on this journey.
Yes, sir. And Savage, he was gonna tell me about the Puzzle Piece Mafia and how it connected to the GW.
Yes, sir. So, Mr. Bombshell came up to me with an idea for a show. He was like, "Man, we should do something, for a show to represent, people who have children or people who are autistic themselves." And I was like, "Man, that would be a dope idea. I would definitely do that because I myself have an autistic son. Mr. 357 has an autistic son. Mr. Bombshell has an autistic son. So it sprung in my mind, like, why don't we do something more? Why don't we make a faction of our kids, create our kids' characters, and make this faction? And then the name, when I come up with an idea, when I come up with something, I come up Spitfire. I come up with a name quick. And then, my man Storm comes out with the logo quick. I present him with an idea. He comes out with the logo. Bing, bang, boom. Puzzle Piece Mafia was born. So, we got into the lab. We got into the lab and we started making tires, and this is just to raise awareness for, people with autism. We have a space for everybody that's any type of path you walk.
Awareness.
We have a yeah, any type of awareness, any path you walk, we have a spot for you. You know, we have a spot for the LGBT community. We have a spot for the autism. We have a spot for other things. And we'll help
That's
raise
cool, bro.
awareness about it to the viewers. So when I found out Zuki was also autistic, I was like, you know what? It'll be good to make it a four man to be instead of being a stable, it'll be a faction with a four man faction. So I spoke to Zuki about it, and he loved the idea, and he was like, "Yeah,
You're
sure, hell
breaking up.
yeah." Oh, my bad. No, I spoke to Zuki, and I told him like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I brought the idea to him," and he was like, "Yo, that's a good idea. I'm down with it. I'm cool. I'm cool. Let's do it." So that's how Zuki became part of the Puzzle Piece Mafia. Officially, they were supposed to start in GEW, but due to the current circumstances, you know, um, they won't be premiering there. They'll be premiering and making their official like faction debut in a new project that we'll speak about later.
Copy. So yeah, I already know. So just insane. Also part of the Puzzle Piece Mafia for the people who are listening and don't know. Puzzle Piece Mafia was supposed to be, like you said, a faction for the FEW brand when we had the FEW running, and it was gonna go places. I'm still, sure I show love to you for that because I came up to you. I remember coming up to you and you was telling me, I was telling you that how it is over here and like my son and how it is with
Hmm.
like living with somebody like that. And you came out and you was like, "Oh, bro, I can relate, man. My son's the same way." And I was like, "Oh shit, bro." So you get it.
Yeah, definitely do, bro. And and with the tires that were made, shout out to Storm for helping us with those logos and the tires and stuff. You know, um,
Right. Yeah.
it's just you saw the poster that I made for them. The little presentation poster I made for them, and bro, it is badass. It is fucking badass. And these kids are badass.
Yeah.
Like
No.
they were. I mean, you left Justin in my hands, so you left Justin in good
That's what I
hands
was
when it
just
comes
gonna
creation
say.
wise.
Yeah,
And
that's what I'm saying. Like, don't make him trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, my boy can fight. You know what I mean? It's just I
oh
don't I
yeah,
don't be having time to like game and fuck around with that shit no more. I hardly have time to even do this sometimes because I gotta wait like
yeah,
special days like these and you know
yeah.
tomorrow's
I'm
Super
actually
Bowl. You know
I'm
how that's
actually
gonna
gonna
be.
test.
Gonna be
I'm
dope.
actually testing Justin out now. I haven't tested him out yet,
Yeah,
so I'm
man.
testing him out
Test
now.
them out with the AI versus AI. You know?
Oh no, I'm
Yeah,
playing with
yeah,
him
for
first.
sure. Yeah, man.
But yeah.
So also, right now that we're on that topic, I gotta ask, like this is basically you being on the show post GW. You left GW. Um, Also RJ Bombshell left GW, which we'll get to that in a minute. But you left GW. What was the reason and what's going on with Savage. You know what I'm saying? Like, explain why Savage had to depart. One of the greatest Efeds in WWE 2K right now. Yeah, there's online. Shout out to A.
Well,
Jizu, by the way.
well, um, to be frank, I love GEW. GEW brought me out of my shell.
Of course, that's what I
G,
gotta ask because, man, like,
yeah,
we're brothers, man. Your family, you know how it is. Yeah, good, good.
yeah, GEW brought me out of my shell to go ahead and stream myself, where I created FEW for them, the developmental, and I was running FEW and I was streaming in FEW and everything, and it brought me out my shell. We had some folks, like I've spoken in the past. We have some folks who were against it at first, and then we've produced in FEW. We've produced so many stars that's come up to the roster, like Tyler Jones, David Pope, um, Troy Andrews, Princess Alicia, Jen
Correct,
Wolverine. We've
correct, correct.
produced so much talent down in FEW that's gotten called up and earned their spot on that main roster. Now,
Nolan Wright. Let's not forget Nolan.
Nolan Wright, of course, Nolan motherfucking Wright. That's my dog right there, bro. That's my boy from down under, you know.
Australia,
But
baby.
yeah, crikey. But
Yeah,
yeah. So I mean, there were certain issues going on, and I heard a certain statement made in a previous show about FEW, and that really struck a nerve with me because I've worked so hard,
I
and
know. I
I've
know what
worked
you're
I've
saying
worked
about that.
yeah, I've worked extremely hard on FEW to get it going, and me and A Dot worked very hard behind the scenes to to make it happen, and
That's
you know
correct.
get these ideas going and stuff. And with those comments that was said, I'm not gonna say what was said, but if you hear that certain episode, you know what was said. And it was like it wasn't just a
Right. You
jab
wanna
at me. It wasn't just a jab at me and FEW, but it was a jab at GEW as a whole because FEW was created
absolutely.
for GEW.
That's
You know.
that's what I was just gonna tell you that too. That I speak to the boss and shit, and that's my dude, from 25 plus years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I knew
Mhm.
motherfuckers since we were teenagers and we were kids playing video games and shit. Long story short, um, he's not a person where he he holds grudges or he's a disrespectful person. You get what I'm saying? Like, he wants to see something that, like, if you believe in it and he's your boy, he believes in it too. Get what I'm saying? Like, that's a
Mhm.
person. If you could actually, since you speak to him and you know how y'all started this whole FEW shit, uh, you know what I'm trying to say. So basically, what I'm saying
Yeah.
is, like, he he believed in the FEW brand because it was something that you guys made together. You get what I'm saying? And so therefore, like you said, there ain't no really no problems between you and him and all that and
Yeah.
all that.
Of course not. Of course not.
Like, whatever happened, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything that happened in the chats and whatever is like, we're gonna have to. We're still working on fixing those, like, type of issues and shit. You know what I
No.
mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Of course.
but at the end of the
Not.
day, like, when they, like, I could speak for him because I spoke to him. So basically, he felt like, how you say it, like, damn, like, how can people that, you know what I'm saying, like, how some
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
people do do this to me after I, you know what I'm saying, did this for them. Like, not that he did anything for y'all or whatever, but, like, he opened his arms, like, yo, what's up, man? Like, I got you. Like, wings
R-
up, baby. Let's go.
right.
If you know him, you know him. That's all
Yeah,
I'm
of
saying.
course. Yeah, so
So,
that comment right there was pretty much the beginning of the end,
right,
for
right.
for me
Now I
because
get what
it
you're
was
saying.
like,
Cause
yeah,
that
it
shit,
rubbed me the wrong way.
that comment that you're talking about, he heard himself, and he told me he wished he would have heard it sooner to, like, prevent it from going to where it gotten. You get what I'm saying? But, like, that comment also took a shot at him too. You get what I'm saying? Like, it took a shot at him where he was like, "Yo, wow, like, you trying to disrespect my shit too?" Because basically, it's something that, like you said, he did with you together.
Yeah. So I mean, well, you played a part in it too because you're me and you, I was talking to you on the side about about well, it wasn't FEW then; it was just still unknown thing. But I was talking to you on the side, and I told you I was like, hey,
Of
why
course.
I'm thinking I might start up my own little thing and maybe stream. And then you brought up the idea. I was like, well, why don't you do it in partnership with A Dot? And I was like, think that'll work? I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And then when I brought it to A Dot, and then bam, FEW was born. But those comments were really hurtful. Now with the what caused me to leave was not only what was going on and things that was being said and jabs that were being taken. It was more so I've I've made peace. I've made my peace with people, and but it's just I just feel like there's a point that I cannot coexist with them because it's
No, I
it's
got you.
always it's always two step forward and five steps back because it always comes down to the same thing and it gets awkward and then it's like throwing subliminal jabs at each other back and forth type of thing you know
Right.
and before anything went down before it went five steps back again I I was the bigger person. I said, you know what? I don't want to do this to ADOT because ADOT has enough stress on his plate with everything going down. He has enough going on for somebody else for another argument or something else to blow up or other people get for anybody to fight over a fucking game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Absolutely. I mean, at the
I
end of the
think
day, that's what it all comes down to, bro. Like, it's a fucking game. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, and
exactly.
we do our thing different. Like, we're different. Like how he says all the time, we're different because we do our promos, we do our, you know what I mean? We do our shit, and but
Yeah,
it's just some people, I guess, don't take it to that level where it could be fun and entertaining. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Like
Like
like you know
they
me.
don't know
I
how to
mess
do
with
it properly.
everybody. Like
Of
me,
course.
I fuck with
Same
everybody.
same with me. Same
And
with me.
and
Dimebag Dan, bro. Y'all know Dimebag Dan. Y'all know
yeah,
about
exactly.
DBD.
And
That
y'all
nigga
know
talk shit.
Savage in character is a fucking asshole, and you know that from day one.
Of course.
Day one, I came in the asshole. I rubbed elbows with everybody, and I rubbed them the wrong way. So,
You know, of
but
course, and it's crazy because I like we were supposed to be like a brotherhood type slash rival, like you know what I mean, like where
yeah,
we get along, but like what? We just fight
yeah,
for like 5 minutes and then you good? Yeah, I'm good. You good? You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
So
But see now that when I left GEW, I left on peaceful terms. I left on good terms. I wrote
good.
Ada and I thanked him for the opportunity and for helping me get out of my shell and all this stuff. And I explained to him like, everything that's gone down is fucked up, and you know, um, it is what it is, though. But I have no hard feelings towards them. I have no ill will. But I am working on a new project. Um, Me and Storm are working on a new project. We have we are about to witness the birth of All Star Extreme Wrestling (AXW), which is going to launch once everybody gets their characters created in 23 when the game drops. Once everybody gets their stuff up and we got everything set up, we're going to launch for 2K23. And
Right.
so
And
far, we got a roster full of awesome creators and awesome guys. We got guys like Nero Hex in there. We got guys like MacMan. We got freaking Gacy Brooks. So is it Gacy Brooks? But we got some talented creators in there that from the CAW community. You know, and these are guys that are known throughout the call groups throughout Facebook, and they put up some fire heat, man, and it's great stuff. And also, we're gonna be witnessing the return, the long-awaited return of motherfucking Robert J and the Asylum.
really,
Yes, sir. Robert J and the Asylum will be making. The Asylum has been brought back to life and is going to be brought back to life in AXW. Um, so we're really excited about that as well.
so
Uh,
yeah, no, that sounds dope, man. Good luck to that, bro. That fire, you know how it is. It's always gonna gotta love for
oh
me and
yeah,
shit.
look out for the first rivalry to be Carnival versus the Asylum because Loco's history with the Asylum.
That
He was an Asylum member,
that's
so it's
correct.
gonna be it's gonna be interesting because now Loco created his own family.
So that's what I was just gonna get to right now. What's the what's the future looking like? Yo, any GW returns? Any any
Well,
surprises from Savage Vega coming back?
well,
Or you know,
Savage is coming back definitely. So is Little Savage. Um, a lot of the guys that I've made in FEW will probably be remade. We do have
well,
some.
well,
It's not poaching talent. This isn't poaching talent, but this is more so them showing love and respect, and
copy.
support. But there's quite a few guys that are gonna be from GEW that will be with AXW, but they will be under different characters.
Oh, gotcha. All right, well that makes sense. But what I was gonna say is that when you do return, you do know that it's now um it's no FEW and GW anymore, right?
Yes, it
So
was rebranded.
it
Yes.
was rebranded. All right. So just as long as you know. So what
Yeah.
like what I'm expecting is Savage Vega coming back as a superstar, or he's coming back as one of these creative directors or showrunners. What's going on with that? Like what's
Savage Vega will be a showrunner. He will be behind the desk, but he will be also busting ass.
copy?
Savage Storm will live on. I'm trying to talk. Storm is talking about retiring. Storm, his Storm character, and I'm trying to get him not to. So,
Well,
we're one of
the
the best
thing,
tag teams out there.
yeah. I was gonna ask you too, since Storm's your bro. That's like that's
Yep.
family. Um,
Yep.
him and the boys had some words and
So
some
some unnecessary heated
unnecessary, right,
words.
right.
But
So
like I told both of them, I see it. I see everything from both points of view. I see
I
everything
got you,
from both
right.
points of view. So I understand both ends. And it's fucked up that there wasn't a place that could be met in the middle. But like you said earlier, and I feel bad about it myself because when I told you about it, when I heard what I heard, and I was like, bro, I was fucking pissed that whole 2 hours listening to
Fair.
that,
That's
and and
accurate. I mean,
and I
at
told
the
you,
end of the day, it's
wait, but you're the one that told me the first time I ever listened to you, I fucking I fucking
yeah,
regret it because I
yeah,
should have went to A dot when I told you I was like, yo, I should go to A dot and tell him about this. You're like, nah, he got too much going on. This just happened.
yeah.
This
No,
just
no,
happened.
no. The thing is, like, when I post these podcasts, is like everybody sees it. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's on you if you want to listen to it or you don't. You get what I mean? So that's the
Yeah.
thing. I I'm not playing sides when I do the show thing. When I do this, I don't play sides. I let you guys speak your mind. I'll ask you the question about like this and that, right? Shout out to the show,
Hmm.
and like that's all I can do. You get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be involved. I'm just trying to like. I actually really wanted you guys to be at peace because I can't like I liked the whole creation shit that we did, that whole storyline that we had working. That shit was gonna be
Yeah.
fire, bro. But
Look. At the end of the day, me, Storm, and A dot, us three together were a fucking creative powerhouse. And I'm
yeah,
putting that out there. We were a creative powerhouse, putting the R3 minds together behind the scenes. We came up with some really great shit that fucking really worked well on the show. We were the triple threat of fucking creativity when it comes to bringing up ideas for matches, when it comes to creating shit, when it comes to bringing up storylines and working
that's a fact,
storylines.
man.
We were a creative powerhouse, us three. So the fact that this little trio went down the way that it did, it's it really is really upsetting,
So
because
yeah,
it's
it
like
is. It is. It
I'm stuck
sucks
between two
at the end.
bros,
Like,
you know?
yeah, exactly. It sucks because at the end of the day, like I was trying to tell you, bro. Like, if I know ADOT for 25 plus years, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I know this motherfucker like real life. Like, like I seen him in person. I like hung out with him, and he's not the type of person that's disrespectful or violate. Bro, this whole thing, this whole GW movement, it's based on something he's doing for his kid. He's doing
Yep.
this for his daughter, bro. Like,
And
at the
that
end of the day, it shouldn't have gone to where somebody said whatever they said to him, like You get what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
that shouldn't have, because I'm like, dude, like if you really look at it, you're going off on a dot for something so, like, it's nonsense. Because at the end of the day, he's doing this. He's not doing this for us and for like him for views and none of that. He ain't getting money out of this. It's like he's looking at it like, dude, well, I'm doing this with my daughter, man. And you guys don't know how to fucking like play a video game character, virtual reality motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get him. I get where he's coming from. And when people come to him with stuff like, "Oh man, I would have fucking did this. I would have did
Yeah,
that."
yeah, but at the same time, when you have people that come at what you've done, or try to take away from what you've done, granted, it's a game. Yes, it's a game, 100%. But the things that go into the game, like creating characters, creating move sets, creating arenas, creating logos, that's a lot of hard work, And for someone to come and shit on what you've done, it's
Yeah,
only a matter of
but
time
remember
before you snap.
that's what I'm saying, because he didn't do that. A dot
No,
himself
no, he
didn't do
didn't
that,
do that. No, 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 he didn't do
right?
that. A dot always shouted out whoever did what for him.
Exactly.
A dot's not the issue. GEW's not the issue.
Copy. All right.
It's just the usual suspects. You know.
Copy. Yeah.
So it's like I don't have no issues with anybody. I'm cooling. I'm just at the end of the day, Storm is the
So
first person. Storm is the first person I met in this Efed community. He's the first person I made friends with in this community. We had our first match in the first Fed we were in together. We had our first match there. I challenged him, and they since he was the world champion, they decided to make it a world title shot. I won that title shot. After that, I wrote a promo giving him respect. He took me to my limits. I took him to his limits, and then from there, I had him. I had beef with somebody else, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get me a special guest as a freaking tag team partner, and it turned out to be him. So he came and became my tag team partner, and then from there, we've been a tag team ever since. We've held tag team gold all over the place. So at the end of the day, Storm knows that I got his back 100%, 1000%. He knows I got
so
his back.
so talking about that, there was no way that you could have gotten him and A dot to like work out the differences and meet in between and try to work out the, like, the little problem that happened behind the scenes that nobody knows about and shit like
Bro,
that.
bro, I'll both of them have very strong personalities. Very strong personalities, very strong personalities. And once they say fuck it, then it's fuck it for them. You know, well,
Gotcha.
A Dot's known for giving second chances, but there's there are certain lines that if you cross, he's like, fuck it, fuck it. And Storm is the same way. Storm's willing to give second chances, but when those certain lines are crossed, it's like, fuck it. That's it. I'm done with it. You know? And it's like, being stuck between two guys that, A Dot gave me this opportunity, and then Storm is the one that I've learned so much from that man in this shit, like, how to, like, with the whole creation wise, creating the character wise, and how to set up move sets and stuff. I've learned a
Yeah,
lot.
man, he was a
Storm,
cool dude. He
yeah,
was a great dude, man. Like, like, it's sad that I had to see him leave the way he left. Like, well, that happened the way it happened. You know what I mean? Like, the only one that originally left was basically you and RJ Bombshell, which we're gonna get to in a minute.
yeah.
But
But yeah, at the end of the day, Storm is my bro, and I'll follow that man to the end of the fucking universe, to the EFED universe. So wherever he goes in
yeah,
EFED, I go in the EFED, and we there, we bust ass, we take names, and we cash in on gold.
and you're making moves for the new
Yes,
2K23 new
yes. For the
EFED.
for the new
Gotcha.
2K23, we got AXW coming out. Everybody stay tuned, stay locked in. It's going to be the same feel. Once we get enough people in, then we're going to start running our own developmental, which I told A Dot he was able to keep FEW, but he didn't want to keep the FEW name. He said that was mine. So, I'm bringing FEW back, but it's being rebranded with a letter switch. So it will be FXW. later on down the road once we get enough people on the roster and put them in that like NXT type feel down there in FXW.
Gotcha. Gotcha. You heard it here first, folks. Um, so RJ motherfucking Bombshell.
Yeah.
You've been here listening this whole time, and I know you know what was going on backstage. I'm not trying to bring that up. What's going on behind the scenes and shit. So, but I'm gonna ask you, why was your approach for leaving the GW community? Which, like I said to Savage, is one of the most watched, most viewed on YouTube at Efeds that I've seen. So go ahead. Let me hear why you had to leave GW and this whole little behind the scenes drama thing happened.
You want me to keep it 100, or do you want me to sugarcoat shit? No disrespect.
Go ahead, go ahead. I mean, there's no sugarcoating shit, man.
Listen, what happened was
This is this and
there was
that,
a
brother.
match between me and someone else. This is how it. We squashed the beef. I'm not gonna single this person out. Um,
We know who it
okay.
is, but just go ahead. You can
All right.
talk about it.
Well,
Just you don't have to
we
mention no
squashed
names.
the beef.
Just go ahead, talk about
Everything
it
was
though.
fine. We went into our match. It was a Hell in a Cell Iron Man match. I went in. I changed RJ around big time. And I mean in a drastic way. It needed to be changed because I was at the time A Dot's Hitman. I wanted to be a little bit better with my move set. So what I did was I reached out to Storm himself and I asked him, "Hey, I would like your ideas on what I should do for a striker because your guy is a striker, and I lowered my guy down to do a striker because I knew the guy was a power. He was going to throw me around, and I was always the super
Right.
heavyweight. So I was like, "Nah, that was my thing. I think that's where I fucked up because I was always a super heavyweight. So that's why I reached out, and people got mad. And this person said that I was copying off of somebody. I was taking his thunder when I wasn't. He didn't lose the match. I lost the match. So what happened was I took that as like you're saying fuck you or my creative aspect because I asked someone for help. I don't like to ask people for help, but when it comes to a move set that I know a guy is really great at move sets, and everyone can say that Storm is a phenomenal guy with move sets. Savage says I vouch for me. Everyone can vouch for me. It says the man studies the moves. He's like, okay, this move will look good on this guy. This move will look good on this guy. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So that's why I reached out to him, and people were a little bit pissed off about it. So there was words exchanged between me and his significant other in a private DM. I was done with him. I
Okay.
basically said, fuck you. He ran his mouth and said some fucked up shit to me. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. Fat fuck is a word I do not like. Don't want to be around that word. I don't, and that's the word that pissed me off to make me leave. The person is very toxic. He downgrades everybody if he gets a chance to, and there's no repercussions. That's how I felt. That's how
All
I
right.
felt about it. I felt like that person had a safety blanket. All right, and
Right. But
hold
now,
on. Let me
hold
finish.
on.
I'm almost done.
When you said,
He had a
okay,
safety
go ahead.
blanket.
Go ahead.
Okay, he does this.
This
He
the defined
he
safety blanket.
basically
That's what I basically was
he
gonna say.
basically is like certain people are backing him up, and they're on his side, and basically, I was wrong in what I did. I'm not going to let someone downgrade my call, downgrade me who the fuck I am. No one does that. So I took on the chin and I left. That's what I did. I took on the chin and I left. And then I put that fucked up message on Facebook, and I shouldn't have done that.
What
I
fucked up
put on
message
that
did you
I
post
did
on Facebook?
slander GW, and I shouldn't have done that. That was wrong, and that was uncalled for. So I am apologizing to A. Listen,
Right.
I am
Because that.
apologizing to A. Dot personally from Ralph Fisher himself. That was fucked up for me to do. I shouldn't have done it, and that was a low blow, and I shouldn't have done that. But needless to say, RJ is done with GW. I will watch the product. I will not steer away from the product. I started there. They opened the door for me to come. I started in FEW with Savage. Savage opened the door for me to come there. I was his first signee. And also, I was very, and I think this is true, and Savage can say, holy shit, I was very influenced by a lot of people. People were in my ear a lot about a lot of things, and I'm easy to manipulate because I'm always listening to everyone's side, and that wasn't right for me to do. I burned a couple of bridges with people that I'm actually pretty close with, that I talk to on a personal level. So,
right, because that's what I was also gonna say. I was gonna tell you that why did you have to, like, say anything about the A dot situation, like say anything to him anyway. Get what I'm saying? Like, what was that? What was that whole thing about?
what about me slandering the G?
Like what? No, like, like you basically like left him hanging. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he believed in you and shit. We had a lot of us that was like holding you down and shit, and you played them type. Like, you made them look like, well, you know what? Because the rumors was that you were basically like doing shit to like get information from GW to bring back to the person who created your character and your whole
So basically,
outfits and attire and all that
what I'm
shit.
getting at is
There was
I
like you
was
were
being
like
a rat.
Well,
you
basically being a
playing
spy.
both
Okay,
sides of the field.
first
Like,
off,
yeah,
hold on. This is
the
kind of
spy.
funny. I'm
There you
being
go.
a
Shout
spy.
out to Zae
Hold
for
on.
Zae
I'm
for
being
being
a
here.
spy. Now this is where I'm going to get into my normal. Fuck that. That's I'm a spy. There's motherfuckers. Ooh, all right.
Well, hey, you already brought it up, so now you got to spill the beans. You can't just hold it back. That's it.
There was also other
Yeah, man.
motherfuckers
Just
that
spit it
were
out.
reaching out to other people.
When the fuck
He
Zay
just
come on
joined.
here?
Listen,
I've been listening. I'm here.
I don't like. Listen,
Yeah.
there was other words. There was other shit that was said, and and
It's
felt
like, all right,
like
put it like this. Hold up. Before you answer that, hold up. Before you answer that, right? The thing is, like, A Dot didn't like deserve, if the things is true that you were coming in trying to listen to what we were talking
no,
about, or whatever. Uh, if you did do that, it's fucked up
no,
because, like I was saying, a lot of people, like, they were
no.
backing you. They were like,
It
A
was
Dot was
funny.
fucking
You
with
say
you, like,
people were
he
backing me
all
though,
that.
but it was also
Like me, motherfucker,
I
I
know,
was
but I
one of
was
them. Like, I was
listen.
backing you and shit. Like, that's
There
what I'm
was
saying.
no me. Listen, there was no me when the shit happened between me and and here I'm gonna say it, Spicy. That's what pissed me off. I didn't go out and
But that has nothing. That's what I'm
I
saying.
know, and
That
I was
has nothing
wrong.
to do
I was
with.
wrong.
Right. Okay. That's all I need to know. That's it. But go ahead. You can
So when
explain your
everything
whole
happened with
thing now.
me and Spicy sent. This is before everything. Storm sent me messages that Spicy was talking shit about me, and I questioned Spicy about it before our match even happened. And I said, "Yo, what's this about?" And he's like, "I thought we were cool. We squashed the beef, and then went towards that match, and that's when it all went sour." I never had a problem with nobody.
Yeah.
Never. And a lot of times when I'm in the chat, I'm at work, listening to, like, watching you guys talk, and I'm just sitting at work just laughing and just shooting this shit with you guys. And first off, how would I snitch? I was in no other
But
Efed.
you was in AXW
It's not.
because I
It's
was
not
with
about
you.
snitching or anything like
So
that.
whatever was being said, but whatever
I
was
went
being
over there
said,
because I got
whatever was
asked to
being
come
said at
over. I got
GW,
Yeah,
asked to
but
come
hold
whatever
over.
up.
was
Hold
being
up.
said at
Hold up. Hold
GW,
up.
something had to go
Hold up.
back.
Hold up.
And I know it wasn't because I can name out the certain people that were in GW and AXW.
No, no, no. I'm not trying to shit on
It's not.
nobody.
It's not
Listen,
even
I'm
about.
cool with
It's not even
everybody. Like
about
I
that.
said,
Look, the thing.
I analyze a lot and I watch a lot. And me and Savage spoke on many different levels, and me and Savage knows, you know. And I just feel like the whole shitting on the GW brand wasn't a cool thing, you know. And and taking shots at GW
It
is like
wasn't.
take
That was the fucked up
kind
part.
of taking
That's what.
shots at
That was
me,
my
which
thing
I
about
did
it.
nothing to nobody because I'm part of GW, and you know it's not just one person, because one person could be a bad seed, right? Like a lot of people are saying that Spicy's the bad seed, and I'm going to say that. And if he wants to say something to me, he can, and we'll talk about it. But as far as everything, you know, everybody said that, oh, A Dot got Spicy's back. Spicy won't get kicked out. That's not true. That's not true. Because there's
That's
a
not
lot of
true
people in
at all.
GW that are getting
Exactly.
really
That's not
watched
true at
really
all.
close, and we're leaving them to take the rope. Now we give you the rope, as much rope as you take. You hang yourself. That's on you. But we do that with a lot of certain people. We see there's a lot of analyzing, and the A Dot's not gonna just go be like, you know what, you're gone. That's it. Yes, he did that to one of his best friends, that he grew up with. He's gone. He's gone. So
That's what
there's
we were
really
gonna
no
get onto.
favoritism on
Yeah.
A Dot's part. What A Dot's trying to do, A Dot's just trying to make the peace for everybody. You know, and what is he gonna do if somebody pulls, like, if I was to go to you, RJ, and I'm beefing with you in your DMs, and you're beefing with me, and then I go back to A Dot and I tell him, look what he wrote. A Dot's gonna tell me, like, bro, that's on you. That's your shit. Did it happen in GW? Did it happen on, like, any of the pages? And if I tell him no, then he's gonna be like, there's nothing really I can do about that. You know? So speaking on that, that's just like, like when people are taking shots out on the live chat, and you and Spicy were going at it, and what I was telling you guys, let's keep it wrestling, let's keep it cordial, let's keep it lax, because I already knew where this was gonna go. And then I said, you guys want to end up arguing, take it to your DMs, and that's it. And then he said what he said to you, which is uncalled for. I guess he was angry or whatever. I guess he was, angry or whatever. But that's on
Completely.
ya. We can't really do anything about that, you know. And there's a lot of things that were said in GEW to certain people, which is really fucked up. That a certain person shouldn't get said that to, but what are people gonna do? Like, all right, you said that to me. Now, how am I gonna approach this? Like, oh, I didn't say it in the GW chat though, but I said it to them in the DMs. And that was one of our rules that we said: if you guys got beef, if you have beef with a certain other person, take it to the DMs. Am I not correct about that? We all
So
said that. And you, DBD, as being a moderator, as a moderator in the chats, for not taking all this bullshit. And if you get crazy, you're out. We told you guys, move it. Don't put it in here. Go to the other side with that. And that's what we did. And then a lot of other shit that just came out. You
that's a
know,
fact.
you know, we're putting up posts and all that, and then posts get downgraded or laughed upon or shit like that. That's not cool, bro. Because we're not gonna do that to you guys. Personally, me, I would not do that to AXW, because AXW is that you guys are my
Yo.
friends.
So
Savage is one of my friends. Storm is a friend to me, and I wouldn't do that to you. I would, what I'm doing? I'm gonna pay homage and I'm gonna show love, because you know what? In all actuality, half a GKW is from Savage Cause. You know, his son is in there. He's in there. And then I have from GEW. So
well, Savage is actually making a return. He said.
No, no, Savage is wait, 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 wait. No, my return. ADOT knows the conditions of my return, and that's the only way I'll return. So those are my conditions. I'm not gonna say what my
Copy.
conditions
No,
are,
no,
but
copy. We
but
don't
yeah,
have to get into that.
ADOT knows.
I got you. So, what I was gonna say
But
about
and
RJ,
Savage is on Fight
hell of
Club.
a hell of a fight for
Savage is
Little
on Fight
Savage
Club
tonight.
though.
Just saying.
copy. So, oh yeah, shout out to Little Savage too.
Oh yeah, he was busting Hunter Mill's ass. I loved it.
What you call it? RJ Bombshell. Bombshell, you there?
Fuck!
Okay. So, any chance for GW return, Bombshell?
No. Nah, there ain't gonna be a return. Nah. Uh, there isn't gonna be anything.
Very well.
All right, moving forward. Moving forward. So he spoke his
I
piece.
wasn't done.
Zay had. Oh. We thought you were done. It was an
I'm
awkward silence
telling.
for a
I'm
second, so I had to break
wait
it.
for him to yell. Um, DVD asked me a question and he muted his mic. So is
Nah,
everyone gonna mute their
I think
mic?
he asked you if there will be a return for you to come to GW, back to GW, and you said no. And then I don't think he answered after that. And I think he's probably
No, not at this time. There won't be anything. I think I no. I know I hurt some people's feelings. I know I did. I can't change that. I really can't. There's no way I can change how people feel about me. So
a lot of people don't feel a certain way. They just feel
if
like the way you did it, like the way you did it was kind of fucked up, in all actuality. But like personally to me,
how,
I
hold on,
have
hold
no
on.
beef with you.
Explain to me
Like,
how I got
like you're
fucked up
still
though.
cool.
I never know. I know straight up. I understand, but the only was between me and someone else, and I did what I did because I was angry. I shouldn't have went out the way I did, and I shouldn't have done it the way I did, and that was fucked up for me to do. It wasn't right for me to do that and start singling motherfuckers out and start and slashing people's names and shit. That wasn't cool, and that I was just mad at the time. I was mad at the situation. I was still holding the grudge, and I had to get over it. So I had a couple of days to sit back and get over it, and that's what I did. I got over it.
So, no return. No, no trying to squash any beef or anything like that.
Yeah, he said not at the moment.
It's not
Copy.
no. There isn't like I'm gonna say never, but right now no. And this is not to piss anybody off. A dot. I know he's mad at me. He's disappointed. I know I fucked up. DVD. I know I fucked up. You're the one that vouched for me no matter what. And everyone he's been
Yeah,
my
hundred
voucher
percent.
for
No,
some
hey,
real shit.
good.
DVD's been like my number one. Besides, I'm not gonna say his name. I've been a pain in his ass, but
Yep.
that,
Yeah, man.
that's
It's like
fucked you over,
Savage
and
could even
I
tell
don't
you,
have
bro.
no hard
I
feelings
I've
with
been I've
me.
been fucking with
I
you
don't have no
since
problems with no one on the GE the roster right now, except one person, and that's it. And I did not want to, and this is the honest truth. And I didn't want to stay there because of it, because I didn't want to cause a conflict,
I got you. I
and
got
I
you.
didn't
Nah,
want
I
to
got you.
argue it.
I got you. It's
And then
just that.
but when the words were said, I know it's in DMs and stuff, but we already squashed it.
Right.
I went to DVD myself and said we squashed it. I even private messaged DVD. DVD, I told you, me and him squashed. I said to A Dot the same thing, that we squashed it. And after that match, it went sour. That's how I felt. And Zay,
Yeah.
that's how I feel. like that when motherfucker. Um, sorry. Um, spider was crawling on my wall. What it is I felt like after that match happened, it went sour because everyone thought I was copying Storms' moves again,
Yeah, but
and that's
you did say in the chat though, in the character chat, you
Was you
did say when
yeah. I
was
was
now
trying to
when
copy Storms' move. I know I said it,
when
but it wasn't.
Spicy was like GG's, I thought you were gonna come with a different approach. You were like, get on my level. So I guess, when you said that, he was already fuming that he lost, which is understandable. Everybody gets mad when they lose. They always want to win. It's just a competitiveness in this. It's just a game, but you know what? We're all fucking human. You know?
I
No, no,
mean,
no.
yeah, it's
No.
just a
But no
game. But
matter
if you
what,
don't
bro,
win,
I
it
get
is.
mad
It
when
is
I'm
what it
losing.
is.
I'm like, motherfucker, and like, you say some shit like that. You
Yeah,
say,
of course, me
no, no,
too.
yeah, of
But
course. But you
I
say,
get over it as soon as it's over.
go ahead, go ahead.
Can I put my 2 cents in there? Can
Hold
I
up.
put my 2 cents in there? All right. So him saying, understandable. But how many times have one of us lost a match and somebody says good game, be like kiss my ass, like in character, of course, you know, and everybody knows that RJ in character is an asshole. So RJ Bombshell as a heel is an asshole. So pretty much what he said was an in character thing, as in like, yeah, get on my level. Because one, you're in character, you just won a match, you're hype, and you're a heel.
Yeah, that
And
makes
and
sense. That
apparently
makes
the other
sense.
guys are playing
That
faces. So
that
if
may
you're playing a heel and somebody tells you good game, you're not gonna tell them, yeah, good game. If you're a heel, you're gonna tell them, yeah, fuck off, I beat you.
Yeah, but that's what I was just gonna get to. Like, I'm a person that I'm basically like a heel, and I go out there and even if I lose, I'm still like, yo, good game. Then I'll tell you something like, now go get your shine box, motherfucker, or go fuck yourself. But
But
I
like,
still give
but
you the
like
good
I'm
game.
saying,
You get what
he
I'm
he
saying?
felt he probably there was already bad blood between the two
There was
already,
bad tensions.
So
There was bad
there was
tensions.
already
That
so
makes
there was
sense. That
already
makes
bad
sense.
tensions, and then
The
and
thing,
then when
the
when
thing
RJ said that, RJ probably didn't mean it in that level of like get on my level, whatever, being an asshole. He just probably said it to stay in character, and Spicy probably took
that's
it the wrong way, and then
Exactly,
it started,
no,
exactly.
that
It was taken the
that's
wrong way.
understandable.
Exactly.
That's understandable. The thing I want to know about RJ is like, why would you take it out like after that? Because if it's something that happened in your DM with somebody else, and that person and you are already discussing this issue, why do you have to involve like A
he's,
dot or bring in the whole GW thing?
he
You
answered
get what
that.
I'm saying?
He answered that.
That's
Yeah,
what, but no,
yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say. Like that was the main thing. It
yeah.
wasn't for.
He said he was
I know what
pissed
he said.
off. He was
Yeah, I
mad.
know what he said.
He took it out on the wrong
I was
people.
listening. It's just like it's like that was the main question that I really had. Like I just wanted to know why RJ, felt like that he had to like step away and say what he said after everybody was looking out for him. Basically that's what I was asking. RJ, you're a good dude, bro. Like I fuck with you. Like I always told you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's unfortunate that happened the way it happened. With certain people and shit. But uh, now that you're here, what was the plan with you with the Puzzle Piece Mafia? Because
Um,
basically,
okay.
when we
All
spoke
right.
behind the
Well,
scenes, uh, James is your son, which is a
yeah.
Puzzle Piece Mafia member. So
Needless to say, um, all right. Hold on. Let me cool down for a minute. Um, all right. Me and James were sitting down the one day. Just shoot. We were just shooting shit, and he was like, "Dad," I said, "What's up, buddy?" And he was like, "Dad, I really want to do something with Savage." I was like, "What do you mean?" So Savage might want to unmute this mic for this one. This is personally towards him. Like, I want
okay,
to work with
I'm
Savage,
listening.
Daddy. I want to work with Savage. I'm like, why is that? He was like, because I'm in FEW and I want to work with Savage. I want to work with him doing an autism thing. I said, well, I'll bring it up to his attention. He was like, okay, thank you. So the whole autism thing was brought up by my son because he said there was not really, okay, no disrespect, there was not really any kid factions. Not a lot of the young guns. You know what I mean? Like the young guys. Like there wasn't a lot of you
The Brother Grimms and
yeah,
the
like
Young
that. Like
Guns, young Bubba Watson, and
Those,
people
yeah,
like that.
those are
yeah,
Yeah,
but
tag,
gotcha.
those
there
are
wasn't
tag teams.
a
Yeah, those are
straight
tag teams.
faction.
Some of those are
Copy,
tag teams.
copy.
There
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
was
I
an
know what you meant.
idea. There
Okay.
was an idea for it, and I brought it up.
Zay had brought it
I
up.
actually brought it up to Savage and A Dot, and I included Spicy because he had kids also, and
Yeah,
everybody was on board. But Savage told me that he wanted to put something together, so I said, you know what, I backed off a little bit because I want everybody to shine. So
It
I
was
was like,
it
all right,
was it
cool.
was the autistic
yeah.
movement. It was an
It was
awareness.
already a Puzzle Piece
So
Mafia was already in store when
Yeah.
yeah, it was ready to
Zay
So
go.
when
approached with that.
James
Yes.
started like
Yeah, yeah.
James started like thinking, and he was like, "I want to do something because I'm autistic." And I was like, "Okay." And he wanted to start doing the whole like wearing the puzzle pieces and stuff like that. So when I reached out to Savage, Savage like, "Oh, hold on, wait a minute." Savage started getting a ball rolling with Storm, and the logo started being made. I reached out to Storm and see if he can make me an autism outfit for James, and James fell in love with it. Now, the outfit y'all see in that photo that he has now with the puzzle pieces, my son is paying respects to someone. If you guys notice his outfit, who's he paying respects to?
A
He
dot.
told me he's the only reason why he did that because he saw A Dot's outfit. Only reason why he saw that outfit. He's like, I want to do something like that, but I want to do the autism thing. I said, oh, okay. You want to do colors too because you're like running by. Yeah, so
What
he
like the
liked that. He
shorts and
liked it.
stuff, right?
I want
That's
to
what
do
you
like a
mean?
kid thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So he put the headset on. He did the glasses. James did his own character. I just let him grab the controller and go. I let him do his own creations.
That's dope.
But he was really happy that
Yeah,
he
that's dope.
made he's in the Puzzle Piece Mafia. But it sucks that it kind of didn't make its way to GW, and FEW didn't make its way because of altercations. But he said that and he said to me today, if the doors open for him, it's not me, it's just him. This was what he was saying.
So what's gonna happen with James Bombshell now? Is he
He
still GW,
he said
or is he out? What's going
me
on?
as
What did
his
you say?
dad, he wants he's gonna follow daddy's footsteps. We all know he's gonna follow his dad's footsteps. But he felt like he didn't do nothing. It wasn't him. So he was like, I would like to down the line, if the door is open for just James Bombshell to come back, I would like to come back, but at a later time. Because he
Oh, the door's always open for him because
Yeah, because
I just did it out of respect for you because he's in GKW now, and since Little Savage was there, and now I got DVD son, and I also have Zuki. I can still get this puzzle
the
piece
Puzzle
mafia,
Piece Mafia.
just
Yeah,
going
yeah,
until Savage wants to take over. He'll let me know and do whatever. Savage gave me his blessing, so I was just like, all right, cool. He was like, you wanna do the puzzle piece mafia, do your thing. I was
yeah.
gonna do it. I was
Because at
actually
the end
gonna
of the
run a
day,
storyline.
at the end, yeah. Go ahead, Zay. My bad. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna actually run a storyline with J Bombshell this week. But then my whole system got fucked up, and I had to do everything. So everything was pretty much on the fly. But I was still trying to, working with Zuki and Jay Bombshell at the
yeah.
same time. And me and A Dot spoke about it. He was on board. He didn't care. Like I said, me and you can have terrible beef.
Yeah.
When it comes to the kids, they got nothing to do with it. When they got nothing to do with it. To the Bubbas, to the Jujus, to the
Right.
to the little savages, to
Exactly.
the bombshells. To all the kids ain't got nothing to do with it. It's the parents.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
that's
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 why I was
personally
No.
me.
asking, like, why James
No.
Bombshell was gonna leave if he has nothing to do with
No,
whatever.
because
You know what I mean? Like
no,
he still
because RJ
watches,
RJ
right?
came up to RJ. Yeah, RJ hit me up on the DM and he was like, Jay Bombshell don't want to be part no more because of such and such, yada yada yada. So I said, okay, you know what, no problem. No disrespect. I understand. Because if Bubba Watson wants to feel the same way, he's gone. He's gone. That's it. Take him out. And that's no hearts to any faction, any fucking Efed. If my son says he don't want to be part of something, I'm not going to force him. And I don't expect any other parent to do that. So that's the only reason. If Jay Bombshell wants to come back to GKW, the door's open for him. He's ready. He's
Yeah.
good.
Now, I'm gonna elaborate on that as well. Well, Zay's absolutely correct on what he's saying.
Yeah,
Absolutely
man.
100% correct on what
I
he's saying.
agree with I agree 100%
The
with what
kids
he's
have
saying.
nothing to do with it. Because as you guys all know, I had my little fallout with RJ a few weeks ago. We had a little fallout. RJ, like he mentioned earlier, and this is what I brought to his attention when we squashed everything. You know, you're very easily manipulated, and you follow the wrong waves just to be down with that group of people.
I was gonna
If
say, yeah, I was
if
gonna
those
say
people don't
something
like
about that,
me,
but
those people, yeah,
okay.
those people don't like me or Storm, then he's not gonna like us, me or Storm, and that's what it got. That's the point that I had gotten to. But then I approached him and I made him realize, like, bro, like, what the fuck? I've been real with you since day motherfucking one. I think I'm the only person that keeps it real with RJ since day fucking one. I don't hold back, and he knows that, and that's what he loves about me. That I fucking tell him what it is, how it is, when it is, because I don't hold back nothing when it comes to RJ, because he's a pain in my ass, and I tell him the truth. I don't go behind his back and tell him anything that I don't go behind his back and talk about him and tell him and say shit that I wouldn't tell him to his face. Because everything that I'll tell anybody else, I tell him right to his face, and he knows that. But when we had our little fallout, he was worried on what was going to be the future for James, and I approached him and I told him, I was like, look, the issue was between me and you. Puzzle Piece Mafia is still moving forward. We're still going to move forward because James has nothing to do with whatever issue me and you just recently had. Because
Nah,
I'm
that's
not the type
accurate.
that's gonna go and take it out on your kid. I'm not gonna bury your kid and have your kid opening each show, and fucking being a jobber pretty much like how Morningstar wanted the FEW guys. You know,
Yeah.
but
So
it's not.
so
I'm not gonna do that.
so before anything, we got somebody in the studio that he hasn't said much since the intro.
My boy, that's another one.
Zookie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good? What's
What,
good?
what do you mean was good, man? Say some. You over here fucking your Puzzle Piece Mafia buddies. The
And
parents
he's
of your Puzzle
and
Piece
he's
Mafia buddies are getting rammed on right now, and you're sitting there. What's going
and he's
on?
been fiending to get on a podcast.
Yeah, man. Talk to me,
I
man.
was
What's going
waiting for
on?
everybody to get done what they were doing.
We're done. Listen, let
Speaking
me
of,
ask you a question. We're done with that. But let me ask you a question. Give me. You've been watching GW, right? For how long now? Like roughly
I would have to say a month.
a month. All right. So within this month, give me at least a top five guys you like right now in GW. They could be from GKW too because it's the same thing.
I'm gonna go top five from GEW, and then I'm gonna rumble in from both, and then put them in top five.
That's cool.
I'm gonna have to say, from what I've been seeing from watching wrestling, and this goes by moves, this goes by storyline. I like the way that A Dot went and did the whole clones versus the cause. Should
You
I
like
say?
that? You like
Yeah.
that? Nice. Okay.
So I'm gonna have to. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So with um with 7 8 example, or hold on,
Seven
seven
and
eight
seven.
seven
Yeah.
for example, he went and had a call that went fully cloned, like he went from the dark side or something, and then he went to a luchador, for example. He went and changed all that up to go and make a color scheme for his hometown. That's the one thing I like, and I'm gonna have to put 787 at top or at number one, and I'm
Okay.
gonna have
AKA Spicy, AKA Spicy Junior.
Spicy too.
yeah. For number two, I'm gonna have to put from what I've been seeing DVDs sit up and I've been seeing DVDs sit up there because think about it. He was champion of the year.
Yes, he
He
was.
sat there and worked. From what I've been here, he sat there and worked his ass
A
off.
bum.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna put DVD at 2. Everybody calls him a scum. Um,
Keep going.
for
Go ahead.
number 3, I'm here.
And I was saying, go ahead. Keep going. You good?
For number 3, I'm gonna have to go down to GKW and toss on Afterburn. After seeing his performance today in the Rumble, I'm gonna have to put him at number 3. Um, now I'm gonna toss in a couple female calls for real quick. I'm gonna have to go number 4.
We know that.
From what I've been seeing, I'm gonna have to put Fox at
You
number
you
4.
ain't you ain't shit for that.
I'm gonna put Fox on number 4. Like because I've been seeing her get like back to back wins so far. Number 5, uh, I've been watching a lot, so this is gonna be puzzling.
It's it's
Oh,
it's only it
I'm gonna have
doesn't.
to put the
If you
Baker at number
forget
5.
people or whatever, it does like these people can't get offended because this is like your opinion of who you like. You get what I'm saying from what you've been watching.
Yeah, and this is what I've been seeing. This is what I've thought. So number 5, I'm gonna have to put Baker, considering she's been putting the work, and I've been seeing her put in the work.
She's always putting work. Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
So that's gonna be
You
have to be my top 5.
That's dope that you got a top five with a female in it. Like, because a lot of us don't have females in it. Well, I have Miss Dance in my top five, but
not one but
she,
two.
right? No, but like he put females in his top five. That's what I'm saying. Like that's a shout out to you for that, bro.
Yes, sir.
And so you when you take your gimmick and your storyline, your role playing, right? I had to do this. So how far do you take your role playing, your character, your call? How far do you take it?
From what I from what I see when I first started Efetting, like don't get me wrong, playing the games when I was younger, and everybody creates a character and wants to sit there and make a storyline for them.
Right. Do
It's
promos.
a storyline, promos. There's RP, also known as Savage says it's LARPing for some reason, which is funny.
Don't listen to Savage,
I
man.
I
Guys.
kind of think of it as it's your character's story. It's his life. It's his what happens in the background should stay in the background. What happens in the arena and what happens during the matches stays during the matches. Sometimes when you do the RP side effect of it is you tell what your character's doing. You give a
Yeah. You
purpose of
wait.
everybody else don't know
Oh
of
yeah,
what your
that
character's
was a
doing.
deep purpose though.
It's like what it
No
is too.
no pun
Like
intended. No pun intended.
it's like some people like you see like for me and like others that are probably in here and like are not here right now. They they take this as escape route. Like as like what, man, I'm stressed. I need something fun to look into, something fun to do, and
Like a hot.
like a hobby. But it's more than a hobby. It's more like a life saving thing. Like when you instead of you going out there and just like punching somebody in the face or punching something to break it or slamming stuff, you go and you take your mind off of things by doing like this. Like you
Yeah, you
watch
find a
you
hobby
watch a
to take your
show.
mind off.
Exactly. You look at GW like, yo, man, this shit is dope. I love it. And then if you have your own character in it, like, what's better than that,
It
right?
gives you a storyline, someone to focus
Exactly.
their life onto it, and it gives you something to do.
You watch
That's
wrestling,
why
right?
I brought like 4 or 5 cause. For example, when y'all make cause, y'all sit there and put them into a massive like faction or a story or
Yeah, well,
like you
we
make
don't
them into
always have factions,
factions.
but yeah, but we basically play our character the way we look at it. Like if we were to be real wrestlers, then this is how we would play ourselves. That's all I do. I don't know about everybody else, but you know, it works. And the thing that I'm saying is like, you're a wrestling fan, right? Like a real life wrestling fan, not
Somewhat. I
rest.
think of it as entertaining. That's the main reason why I watch it.
All right. So what's your best era? Since when you been watching wrestling?
I've started watching wrestling ever since 2005
Oh God.
because I've
Yeah.
I started when
Yeah,
I
the
was in
aggression era.
2004,
Well,
2005.
he's like at the end of Attitude Era, it's starting to
Yeah.
get watered
The,
down.
aggre-
So
the
he's
aggression
young though.
era.
How old are you?
21.
Oh yeah,
21. Okay.
definitely. Yeah,
Makes
he.
sense.
You know, you can't
Yeah, no,
really.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, like you can't knock that. That's your era. You get what I'm saying? That's when you started watching it. Like I started watching it like in the early '90s. When I started like learning shit, I was probably like what 5, 6, 7 years old or something like that. And I'm watching shit like Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart. Well, it was in the transition of losing. Hulk Hogan was the powerhouse, right? And then we had like the Shawn Michaels, Bret Harts. They were like not as big as Hulk Hogan with 24-inch pythons and shit, brother.
Honky Tonk
And
Man. You got
Yeah.
the Honky Tonk Man. I
they
can
were
remember
different
him.
wrestlers. Yeah,
You got
Ooh,
Macho
exactly.
yeah,
Man. You
big
got
brother.
Brutus the Barber
Randy
Beefcake. You got
Savage.
Greg the Hammer Valentine. We can go on.
Oh yeah,
I
Razor
honestly,
Ramon. We had a lot of people. This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying. It's like your era is different. Your era was the John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton, Batista, right? Those
uh-huh.
those are the big guys when when you first started watching. I started watching. I loved it when it was with Stone Cold, the Triple H, DX. All that. Like I love that. That was from when I started watching it, like
that was the
'96
true
ish.
attitude. That was the true
The
Attitude
true
Era.
attitude era. Yeah,
That's
attitude.
where we came from.
Yeah, that's
You
where we
know.
came from. We came from
Well,
the 90
not
98.
me. I came
Not
from
me. I came from the
early.
golden,
Yeah,
from the golden
I
era.
came from the golden. Yeah, because my pops, you know, fucking paying homage to my parents actually today. They were actually watching the GKW, not
Yeah,
just
no, that
because
was
their
dope.
son was on the show, but my dad, like, they called me right after and they were like, "Yo, I had a good ass time. I felt like I was in the match and we
Yeah,
were cheering for this person." And like my dad, I remember on Saturday mornings, we used to watch triple A fucking wrestling, the Spanish wrestling, the luchadors and shit.
yeah.
And me and
Sonny
him used to
Vega.
lay, yeah, we used to lay in the bed and he'll be watching it on TV and I'll be there and he'll be telling me, oh, this person is doing this person's doing that. And, he used to test me. He used to be like, who's this? Like he'll show me I had all the toys. I was like, oh, that's the Killer Bees. Oh, there's such and such at a young age. So it was the golden era for me. And then,
Yeah,
once I
same,
moved up to the Attitude
same
Era,
way with me.
it was great. It was great.
Yeah, that's plus three, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
You
me, it
know.
was my uncle that got me into it. I was like 1 years old. He would sit me on his lap and watch wrestling, and it just stuck. It just stuck since day one. So I'm from that era where Bob Backlund was fucking champion forever, and like
Crossface chicken wing.
Bob Backlund was a
The
champion for
Whoa,
Bro,
Bruno
he's
whoa,
San
laughing.
Bruno
Martinos,
Bruno
the
San
He's
fucking
laughing.
Martino, Pedro
He's
Morales.
laughing at Bob Backlund. Bob
the
Backlund's a legend.
I
Bob
said
Backlund's one of the
Adrian Adonis was the first homo
what? Pat
wrestler I ever
Patterson
knew.
was. Are you kidding me?
You
What?
know,
gorgeous. No, no,
Adrian Adonis was the
no,
first
no,
one.
no, no.
Oh
Adrian,
yeah,
not
yeah.
gorgeous George.
Oh,
Yeah,
gorgeous.
Gorgeous
But
George.
Gorgeous George, I
I
think
think
Gorgeous
Gorgeous
George,
George is
yeah, it was
closer.
Gorgeous George and it was Adrian Adonis. Those were the
Yeah,
two
it's both of
fruitcakes
them.
in,
Yep.
in wrestling.
And Adrian Street.
Rick Martel was a little
Oh
homo
yeah.
too,
That
though,
guy was
with
Nah,
the
Rick
bow
Martel was a
tie.
oh,
man.
bug swing.
He just act like that.
You fucking bug.
I don't know. He gave me
You
homo
know,
vibes.
but then you had the Jabba like the Brooklyn Brawler. He used to be in every match. He fought in so many matches, but lost every single one. It was
I
amazing.
lost every single
And
one. I remember one
he,
time
he's
they
the
they
he's the
fed him
king
to
of
Taz.
jobbers.
Yeah,
yes,
they fed
very
him to
much so.
Taz one time. Y'all
But you know
remember that?
what? That's what makes him legendary. He's like Virgil.
Hmm.
Virgil's a
Yes,
jobber too, and Virgil's legendary.
that's why I
Yeah,
call DBD
That's fucked
Virgil.
up.
You know,
That's fucked
he's
I
he's
ain't
the
no
up.
Virgil.
Virgil,
That's
He's
fucked
the
motherfucker.
up.
Virgil of the
Yo,
NOV.
I'm
He's the
more,
Virgil
I'm
of the
more,
NOV.
this
I'm
nigga
more
almost made me
like,
spit my hot ass tea out on myself.
I'm more like,
Are we talking about
He
Virgil
I'm
said,
when he
no,
talking
was
not the
shit.
tea. Keep it
DiBiase?
down.
Is that the one we're talking about? Okay, I get it.
Yes, of course. That's the
Yeah,
only Virgil.
Wrestling
That's
Listen,
Virgil
the
that's
is
the
only
dope.
only
Virgil.
Virgil I know.
I
The
gotta
one
go
that
Nah,
fuck
goes
up this
around still selling
NWO
pictures of
being
him with
Hulk
the million
Hogan's
dollar
bitch.
title.
well,
Now
no, we're
see,
not.
but
That's
as you've
No,
we
seen
no,
him,
we
that
he was also Ted
we didn't.
Yeah,
DiBiase's
fuck
bitch in
that.
AW
So
and
shit.
NWO as well.
yes,
That's
Listen,
crazy.
if you want to compare me to somebody like that, then you're gonna have to say something
Get the fuck out of here on
Shelton
that one.
Benjamin, or
Get the you say
mm,
Shelton.
you crazy.
like Shelton Benjamin now.
He's
Shelton
Hold
he,
Benjamin
on.
now is like a
But you also
jobber,
got to look
but
at
yeah
Shelton
now,
Benjamin back then
but
was
he put in work, and he never got the push he deserved.
Hold on.
So
Let's just point out that Gunther has just beaten
Yeah,
Shelton
he did.
Benjamin's IC title reign. He's the longest
He
reigning
looked like when he
champion
was
in
young. He
this
looked like
century
Mikey
right
from
now,
Leap Day.
in this
yo,
what is
decade.
he got like 200 and something days, right?
Yeah, he's
I don't
had Shelton Benjamin's record was 244. Now let's not sleep on that man. That man is fucking nice.
So was
Shelton
listen.
Benjamin is fucking
So was
nice.
Charlie
He
Haas.
had that
Yeah,
So
nah,
was
intercontinental
the
Charlie
Shelton
title for
was
Haas.
greatest
244 days.
the greatest
Listen, but you also got to look
intercontinental
at the
the
listen.
yeah,
greatest
Charlie
You also
Haas
got to
too.
look
That
intercontinental
was
at
another
though
good.
champion.
on some real shit that I
Listen,
think what ended Charlie Haas's like career and what kind of really fucked him up was when this is what I read and I might be wrong. You might correct me if I'm wrong. When Drew McIntyre, I can't pronounce this fucker's name. Drew McIntyre did the Future Shock DDT on him and fucked his whole neck up. I don't know if that's correct or not. I might have to look that up. But if I think that might have happened. And he like
possibly,
fucking he couldn't even
but
feel like he said he couldn't even feel his fingers or nothing. But
the greatest intercontinental champion of all time, Honky
Honky
Tonk
Tonk
but
Man.
Man.
hold on but hold on. What kind of gets
Honky
me about
Tonk
Honky
Man.
Tonk Man
That's
though,
right.
and everyone like laughs about me saying this, was when they gave him Jim Hart as his manager because you saw him with Jim Hart with so many other people, and he elevated their careers. Just like
Jimmy
oh
Hart's
yeah,
best management
hands
was the
down.
Hart Foundation because it fit him. It fit him the most.
True.
But
No, Jimmy Hart's best management was motherfucking Hulk Hogan.
What?
well, but that was early Hogan. I'm talking
No,
about Hogan
early
Well,
was
hold on.
Hogan,
way
Early
early
before.
Hogan,
Hogan.
and
Hold on.
late
Early
Hogan.
Hogan was classy Freddie Blassie.
That was
That's what
before
I'm
he.
saying. But
That
his
was
first
before he
manager was
became
classy
Hulk
Freddie
Hogan.
Blassie. Everybody's book.
Yeah, yeah. His first manager was classy. Yeah. Now,
That's when he had the white trunks,
now,
right?
hey Dimebag, I got an idea. Well, Mr. 357, excuse me. I got an idea.
Dimebag is fine. Go
Let
ahead. Let's
let
hear it.
let's go around the board. Name your top five
No, no,
favorite
I'll mute
managers.
my mic on this shit.
Ooh, damn.
If you want,
I
I can
probably
start
don't
it
even.
off.
I don't even have like top five. I probably have
All
like
right,
top three,
all right.
I'm gonna go ahead
maybe.
and use two for
I,
one
I,
too.
I'm a start this off. My top my
I
top
want to
five.
Let
start. I
me
want to
no, let
start.
me hit you with mine. Let me hit you
Oh,
with
go
my
ahead.
three.
Well, with your little three, you better add two more on there. Tanuki, come here. My bad. Go
I
ahead.
might. I might. Let's see. We're gonna go with definitely Bobby Heenan,
Okay.
Bobby the Brain.
Okay.
You know. Jimmy Hart, of course.
Okay.
China for Triple H,
Mm-hmm.
because I love that whole China shit when she was a Triple H and DX and all that. Like that was fire.
Yeah.
Um,
Tanuki.
Sherry, sensational Sherry,
Okay.
when she was with Michaels. I like the with Randy too, but I like the more with Michaels because she gave him that like
That
that
edge.
pop culture. Yeah, yeah, she gave him that pop culture thing. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, damn, Paul Heyman, right?
Okay. That's five.
Of all time, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna hit you with my five.
Yeah, let me hear it. You gonna mention somebody that I probably forgot that one, be like, oh shit, good though.
All right. Going. Well, this is no particular order, but Paul Heyman is on there.
Of course,
Jimmy Hart is on there. Bobby the Brain
of
is on
course,
there. That's three.
that's right.
Now we got motherfucking my man James E. Cornette, baby. I'm a Jim Cornette
Oh,
guy. Yes, I am.
shit. Cornette. Shit, I
I,
couldn't forget. I told you was gonna say somebody that I
I'm a
forgot.
I'm a Jim Cornette guy, man. I listen to his podcast still to this day. This was probably
Fire,
besides this podcast,
fire,
that's the only podcast I listen to. Um,
fire.
and numbers five, is gonna hit you. This is another one that's gonna be like, oh damn, but motherfucking Captain Lou Albano,
Ooh,
yes sir.
I don't think
Damn, I
I
hate
don't
you.
think
That's why I wanted to go first.
I
That's
don't
why I
think
wanted to go first.
I don't think
He's to me,
Zookie and
I'm waiting
RJ
he's
for
my
boy
it.
don't
num
know about
he's
that.
my number one. He's my number one top. It's Captain Lou
Yeah,
Albano.
Yep.
It's Captain Lou Albano for me. It's Bobby Heenan. Then you got the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart,
Jimmy
and
Hmm.
Hart,
then
baby.
the other one for me was Mr. Fuji.
Mr.
Mr. Fuji
Fuji,
was a
yes.
great manager.
He's
Oh
Was
in
a
my
great
top
shit,
10.
manager.
forgot
He's
Mr.
in my
Fuji.
top 10,
Yokozuna.
definitely.
Yeah,
Mr.
Yo,
Fuji.
Yokozuna.
And the best one ever was when Paul Orndorff grabbed his eyes and did slanted eyes in front of Mr. Fuji in the ring. That would have been canceled today, like crazy.
oh, of course.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Roddy Piper
A lot
doing
of things.
blackface. Roddy Piper doing
Oh, that too.
blackface. That
That
would have
too.
been that he
DX,
would have been canceled,
DX the
canceled.
blackface.
But Captain Lou Albano, I think, was the best manager, hands down. Because look at what he did with the head shrinkers.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
D
my God.
Oh
DX
yeah.
You
did the
know,
blackface too. Let's not
you
forget.
know, and then Jimmy Hart had so many. He had Hulk Hogan. He had the Hart Foundation.
The
You
Heart
know,
Foundation fit though. It worked for him
Yeah.
because he used to
well,
have
of
his
course,
jacket.
he's
Remember,
Jimmy Hart.
every time he wore his jacket,
When
it
I
had the
yeah, when
person he was
when I was a
managing.
kid, but that's the thing about Jimmy Hart. He would manage two, three guys on the same show and
Yes,
come
yes,
out with
we'll get it
jackets,
there.
with jackets with their faces or
Okay.
something
I,
representing them on his
Mm-hmm.
jackets.
Mm-hmm. And that was the cool part with the horn.
Yeah.
With
And
the
another good manager for me is motherfucking referee turned manager,
wow, the
motherfucking Bill Alfonso,
whistle
baby.
boy. All right,
Bill Alfonso too. That was He was a
all right.
crackhead
You
though.
might,
He
might
was a
get to a
crackhead.
couple of these.
Yeah, he was.
All right,
He was a
my these top
crackhead.
five: Classy Freddie Blassie, the Grand Wizard, Cactu
Okay.
Albano.
Oh, the Grand
Um,
Wizard.
damn, I'm trying to think who else. Hold on, how many do I have? I wasn't even fucking paying attention. How many do I have? All right, thank you.
You have three. You got three.
Fucking the Mouth of the South. Oh no, so I said no, and Bobby the Brain Heenan. That are my five.
Those
But
two are legendary. Bobby the Brain and oh, how could we
my
forget about
favorite
Sonny Ono?
one, like who went like all three, was the Savage that
Sonny Ono, yep.
was Alfonso, dude. Like that was a ref and then became a manager. And look
Bill
who he managed.
Alfonso.
He managed fucking Sabu and fucking Rob Van Dam,
Sa-
Shane Douglas,
Did he
Yep.
manage
and
Shane
fucking
Douglas at one point or no? Yeah,
and
At
Taz.
one
One,
point as a storyline.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a Red
Yeah,
Hook. He
Taz
doesn't.
is one of my
Does he still live?
favorite. Taz is like one of my favorite wrestlers.
RVD is one of my favorite
Yeah,
wrestlers
no,
like all
RVD when
time.
RVD came out first of all when ECW came out, I put DVD on to ECW. I was like, yo, look
Yeah,
at this wrestling.
but
I
you know
said
we forgot as a manager,
Who that?
Paul Bearer.
Paul Bearer. Yep.
Percy
Paul
Pringle.
Bearer. Percy
Percy
Pringle.
Or
Pringle.
Oh
Buddy
boy, that
Love.
character
This
right
is
there
Buddy
was
Love.
outrageous, boy.
Yes. Because
Brother
I
Love.
love you.
Yeah, they totally fucked him with Taker
You
though.
remember
That
when
was
they
fucking
ripped off his
funny.
clothes and all he had his face was red?
that was
Isn't that
Brother Love
Yeah,
was
Bruce Pritchard?
Brother
Isn't
was
that Bruce?
the shit though. Like
Yeah.
Oh my god, I totally forgot that was Bruce Pritchard.
yes it is.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm fucking old.
Yes it is.
Well,
I'm
this
33.
is the
Shit.
see, but
He
this
said,
is
"Damn, I'm
but
old."
this is what this is
We need to
no, but
bring
this is what makes
the era
you.
of managers back. That's what we need to do. We need to bring the era of managers back into wrestling,
Well,
man.
I
I
think the
always
only
wanted one
manager
in
right now
GW.
is
MVP
Right
it's
now,
It's Paul
MVP,
Heyman.
and Paul
MVP and
Heyman.
Paul Heyman, but MVP is like a wrestler. He's a wrestler manager,
the best
But
manager
I
right
think
Yeah,
his
now
but
is
he's not
challenge is
wrestling
big.
no more.
Yeah, I think he's trying to
Oh,
just get into management.
wait. We forgot to mention one prominent one. Being that we're in Black History
Say
Month,
long.
we forgot to mention one prominent one.
Who's that?
Mother motherfucking Teddy Long.
Oh yeah, Teddy
He
He
Long.
he
just
Yeah.
beat the
managed he managed
skyscrapers, didn't
Doom
he?
down in WCW
Oh yeah.
and the Skyscrapers. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Let's not
Didn't he?
Undertaker and
Did
Yes,
he
yeah, he
manage
did
all of them? He don't know.
manage him. Yeah.
yes, he did. He managed Harlem
Yeah,
Heat as well.
he did.
So yeah, to Teddy Long in remembrance of Black History Month, another fucking great manager, wrestling manager.
All right.
Yeah, man.
So I got a
I
question for
think
y'all.
he's
Who's
not
the
the
best?
same anymore.
And
Who's your best tag team ever?
oh fuck, that's a fucking oh man,
Get
I'll
the
start.
fuck
Legion
out
of
of
That's
Doom.
here,
no
kid.
brainer, DX.
Nah,
bro.
Legion of Doom.
DX wasn't
Hold
really
on.
DX really
My
wasn't a
favorite.
tag
Hold
team. They
on.
were
My
really like more
favorite
of
of
a
all
faction
time.
because it was kind of
No,
like
now if you say the New
a
Age
New Day.
Outlaws,
I get it,
It was
if
Yeah,
kind
you
of
New
say
like a
the
Age
New
New
Age
Day.
Outlaws. Yeah,
Outlaws,
you're
then
fine.
that's
But
fine. New
DX
Age
is
Yeah,
better.
Outlaws,
yeah.
yeah, but
Legion of
Legion of
Doom.
Doom. What are you guys
Yeah,
talking
nah,
about? It's not even a
yeah,
conversation.
to me, hands down, Legion of Doom.
Of course it is Legion of Doom. Everybody
Legion of
knows
Doom,
Well,
and
that.
then my
we're
second
saying
is Demolition. But
I'm gonna let
Demolition was
y'all
kind of
keep
like a
going.
faction because it was
Y'all
more than one
tag
guy.
Let's
teams are so
You know?
great. Your
let's not
tag
forget
teams are so
let's not
great.
forget about Tornado and Typhoon.
Oh God.
the natural disasters,
the natural
The
The Head
disaster.
yeah,
You
Shrinkers,
had the
the
Nasty
earthquake
Steiner
Boys.
brothers.
Typhoon.
You had the
You
Steiner
had
brothers.
I
the Barbarian.
I think for me, one of my top favorite tag teams of all time, I would have to go with the
The
Steiner
Bushwhackers.
brothers.
The
The Steiner
Bushwhackers.
Okay,
brothers,
listen.
bro. I used to
The
emulate the
Technicians.
Bushwhackers as a kid.
Yo,
I used to run
Here
up on
we
my
go. Here
grandfather
we
and lick
go.
his
I'm
forehead
gonna
like
let
I
you
like the
guys get
yo,
Bushwhackers.
Hey.
why you think Luke Bates remnants of Luke from Luke and Butch? I like when I
Yeah,
made
my
that
he
character.
team.
yeah, I could see it.
Oh,
I could see it.
Yeah.
But
More like Vader
I
son
would say
too.
for me is the Steiner brothers, the Dudley boys, and RVD and Sabu.
Okay. All right,
Oof,
here you
I
hear one.
just
I forgot about the
Ooh.
My
Dudley
favorite of all
Boys.
time,
oof.
RBD and Sabu
Rocky
had
RVD
some
and
Johnson
really
Sabu,
good
yeah,
and Tony
matches.
yo.
Atlas.
Crazy. Legends.
Nice.
Rocky Johnson, Tony
See,
Atlas. Okay.
see, I'm
But
going.
Zuki don't know
Hold
about that
on.
yet.
I
He
like
don't know.
Yeah,
The Funk brothers, the Von Erichs.
Zuki
Come
said
on now.
DX.
Yes, the Von Erichs, Kerry Von
Oh yeah,
Erich,
I
The
remember the
Von
Von
Erichs,
Eric.
yeah.
Kerry Von Erich, his pop, his I think it was his brother Fritz Von Erich. Yeah, man,
No, no, their father Fritz,
How
yeah.
do, how do y'all feel about bringing back that midget wrestling gimmick
There,
that they
That
had
was
with
there,
awesome.
there,
Stink
I loved it.
and
there's a whole midget federation, bro.
Oh,
Micro wrestling.
yes, I actually
really?
got them on
Yes,
Facebook.
Yeah,
I actually got
I
them
I
on
follow
didn't
them
know
on
Facebook.
that.
Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, uh-huh.
That's
Because
gotta be
it's so
hilarious.
funny. Yes, it really is. You know,
they
It
no
are.
is.
offense that they're little people, but you know they're fucking doing some crazy shit. But
Little people.
you know,
We don't call them that anymore. We call them height challenged.
it sounds even worse.
Shout out to the little people. High challenges.
You know,
Um yeah, but before
Bucket
we get
list.
any
Bucket list.
oh
oh
yeah,
that's definitely
definitely,
my bucket list too.
definitely.
Oh for sure.
I even tell my
We're
wife that.
sick fucks. We're
You
sick
know,
fucks. I never told nobody
oh,
that.
I told my wife that. I
Only
tell
you guys.
everybody that. I don't care. It's on the podcast
I tell
now.
you
Everybody's
guys,
gonna
but I
see it.
can't tell them that.
Everybody's gonna hear
You
it.
guys are wild.
Why?
Well,
They're human.
obviously.
They're human. They're just height
Because
challenged.
it's like
No, it's not.
I don't know, it's weird. It's
My
weird to
boss
them.
tells me
No, it is
it's
taboo. It is taboo. It is a taboo. Definitely is a taboo. I would admit it's a taboo because it's like if you could do that, then you know be nasty with
no,
children or some shit. But
no, no,
a
no.
lot of people see it that way though. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
A lot of
I
people see it
A lot
that
of
personally
way.
people
don't see
see
it
it
like that
different.
because that's a full
A
grown.
lot of
That's a
people
full
see it
grown.
different.
Well, not a full grown. It's half grown, but it's full. It's grown. You know, it's grown.
Age
Yeah,
wise.
you
I
know.
get what you're saying.
Listen,
It's just the height. It's a
you
doll.
know, if they could drink, if they could go to the bar, then they're good to go. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that young
Cause they
girl
can't
that
get on the Batman and Robin in
no
Six
no
Flags.
check it out. It's like right now recently there was some backlash because there's a show on TLC I think it is that it is a young girl that she's like stuck in the body of a 12-year-old but she's actually like 22 or 23 years old and she
Oh
just
yeah,
started
yeah.
a
She got
relationship
that
with some
Jack
guy.
syndrome.
Yeah,
She got that Jack syndrome.
she got in a
Yeah, but that's
relationship with
like,
some guy and
but
he's getting
but that's
backlash.
I don't understand. He's getting backlash, but Bo's not getting backlash, and that kid looks like he's 10.
Oh man.
He's the same size as my son, but he says, I'm not a little baby. I'm a grown ass man. You know,
Oh
like,
yeah,
come on.
Pio, yeah.
It's the same shit. Like, they can't. It's always a double standard. It's just that now this whole fucking generation, is just
It's
a
soft,
world
Soft.
of shit.
sensitive.
It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
SWAFT. Soft.
Soft. You know
Soft.
what? They were a good fucking tag team. It's just, you had
They were more of the
Enzo
comedic
and
type shit.
Enzo Amore was good, but I think his wrestling was trash. And a lot of people called him out on his bullshit, you know?
The Usos,
And
they're nice too.
the
That's a
Usos are
great tag team.
legendary. The head
Yeah.
shrinkers,
They are legendary.
The
Of
head
course they
too
are.
shrinkers,
too
yeah.
cool. Too
Too
cool. Come
cool.
on, too cool came
Too
from being
cool.
jobbers to being tag team champions.
Yes.
That's true. That is
But
true.
Rakishi made them. I think
Yeah,
when
when he got
Rakishi
into
joined it, I
when he
think
joined it, that's when it blew up.
hmm
When he started twerking in the thong,
Oh,
and we
hold on.
loved it.
I got another tag team for y'all. A little lesser known tag team. I don't know how good y'all history is with TNA, but you got America's Most Wanted. You got the
Uh,
Motor City Machine
Beer
Guns.
money.
okay.
I wasn't
And
into.
You
Yeah,
know,
hold on, I'll tell you right now. The Midnight Express.
the
Those
Midnight Express,
motherfuckers.
the Rock and
Those
Roll
motherfuckers.
Express.
The Rock and
Rest
Roll
in peace,
Express.
Bobby Eaton.
The
Rest in peace,
Nasty
Bobby
Boys.
Eaton.
The
The
Nasty
Nasty Boys were
Boys.
my shit.
Yeah, the
the
Nasty
Nasty
Boys.
Boys is official.
Um, who else? The Killer
What
Bees.
about the elite from
Fuck out of here.
AEW?
The
Who?
Young Bucks.
The
The
Young Bucks.
boys.
A lot of people don't like the Young Bucks because of their attitude, but I like their
and,
style.
and the
And
and the fact that
who's
they
the one
buy
that
out all the
just
Jordans.
yeah?
Jay
And who's the one
Briscoe.
that just passed away right now? Jay
Dave
Briscoe.
Briscoe, bro, the
Briscoe
Briscoe
brothers.
brothers.
Yeah, they were good.
Briscoe
They're good
brothers
too.
is if we're talking about independent tag teams. Briscoe brothers is one of my favorite independent tag teams, along with the God,
Mm.
Tamatanga and Tangaloa,
No, I
Remember the
formerly
gangsters? Remember
Tangaloa,
the
formerly known as
gangsters
no. If you
Camacho.
look at
from
The gang
ECW? It was
MLW, right?
Outlaw
MLW.
and New Jack.
There's a
and New Jack.
guy
Yeah,
over there. It's Fatu. He's a Samoan
No,
over there in Major League Wrestling.
Jacob
Dude,
Jacob
him
Fatu. He's part
and
of the
the
family.
yeah. He's
him and
I've
the
been
War
following him.
Beast, whatever they
The
call the guy
Samoan
over there
werewolf.
in Major League, dude, they were fucking laying people to waste over there. Like that tag team, I don't know what they call them. I don't know. They were fucking. I went to a show in Philly when it came, and I just see these motherfuckers slamming motherfuckers. And this is the first time I ever seen a big guy fly, like legit, besides Vader and Bam Bam and all them. This motherfucker got on top of the turnbuckle, did the fucking splash. Man, my fat ass guy, I see him like, do it the fuck again. And I almost choked on my fucking beer. I almost like legit choked on my beer.
Yeah,
I had a beer in my hand.
Do the
James
shit
is
again.
laughing.
that's great.
yo.
So, hold
It's
up,
funny
hold
that
up.
you guys say that, but actually, Jitty's sister went out with Hornswoggle. He was telling me
What?
until the yeah the I don't know if you guys were listening to the podcast, but the podcast got cut off and we had to. I guess they're gonna do
The
another one.
podcast never aired.
Yeah, it
We
never
have to do
aired.
another one that never
So,
aired. Yeah,
but yeah,
but
he was telling me that you know he was doing like sort of like professional wrestling. Like Hornswoggle trained him, and he did a couple professional wrestling matches. And he was almost gonna
that's
go pro.
interesting.
He was almost gonna go pro. But I guess one thing led to another and everything. But he said, yeah, he was like he respects Hornswoggle a lot. He was like he actually dated my sister. I was like, oh shit, that's crazy. So yeah, it's funny
Yeah.
how people like
So
wrestling and just actually do.
they get involved in it.
Yeah.
They get
Oh,
involved in it.
we forgot to mention a tag team, bro, from back in the days, man.
What's that?
The motherfucking Rockers, bro.
Oh, the Rockers.
The
Nah,
Rockers.
Marty Jannetty was
Who's the
ass.
one who he
Marty
hated?
Jannetty.
Wasn't
It,
that
Marty
bad?
Jannetty
you
was
know
Nah,
what it
ass. I
was.
hated
You
Marty
know what it
Jannetty,
was
bro.
for Marty. I think
Yeah, the
I
Freebird.
don't think Marty Jannetty
Fabulous
was bad.
Freebird.
I think what happened
Yes.
was he didn't have the charisma that Shawn Michaels had.
Wasn't Al
You get what I'm
Yeah,
Snow?
saying?
Wasn't
Like
Al
he
Snow
was
a
good
that
in
fucking
the
though.
ring.
and
Marty was
ready
good in
for
the
the
ring.
camera. He was good in the ring. He just didn't have that camera thing. You get what I'm saying? Like photogenic, I guess. Shawn
No, he
Michaels had it. He didn't.
Not that he's not photogenic or the camera thing, but he what he lacked was the charisma. That is what I
Yeah,
always say.
he
Charisma,
didn't have
The
yeah.
he
charisma and
didn't have
the
it,
mic skills.
you know.
Yeah, the mic.
And that's like most of like these wrestlers now, like the ones that are like not like a great Khali. A great Khali, he had no mic skills. He was a big dude, and he was just an animal. So they just had him as a big doofball. Like everybody.
Well, to tell you the truth, Brock Lesnar didn't have mic skills either when he
Why you
first
think?
started.
Why you think in the beginning he's still quiet? He didn't really talk.
He
They
had
just had him
He
as
had,
a
he
Paul
had
Heyman
Paul
powerhouse.
talking
Heyman do
for him.
But
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
Paul
he had
Heyman
Heyman
was
do
the
it.
mountain. Paul Heyman was basically the voice.
The mouthpiece. The
Hmm.
mouthpiece. Yep.
Yes, and but he when he performed in the ring, it was and that's just like another thing. Like Keith Lee, WWE actually let him go was due to he used to botch so many moves. That's just the crazy part. The botching of the moves. You fucking you're gonna kill somebody
Yeah,
in
it's
the
important.
ring.
It's important.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
for
important.
You might end up dropping that boy on his head
a
pretty soon.
a prime example of that is Darren Drozdoff,
Oh yeah.
who got paralyzed after
Hmm.
taking
With D'Lo Brown,
yeah, D'Lo Brown. Yep.
The D'Lo Brown, Powered Brown,
Yeah, remember the fucking
D'Lo
WWE
Brown.
movie
You
that
talking
came
about?
out into the movies, that little documentary that came out into the
Hmm.
movies that they were
Hmm.
talking about what it was, it
Is that
Beyond the Mat?
you're talking about Draws,
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
remember
Is that
that?
you talking about Draws?
Beyond the
He's
Yeah.
Mat.
gonna
Yep.
puke. He's gonna puke.
I think
He's gonna puke.
I think I still got the. I think I still got the movie. I think my dad still got it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So this is the part of the show where Zookie, since you're the newcomer to the show, you get to ask me 5 questions, and I can't give you no bullshit answer. I gotta give you the straight answer.
Why
You
does
have 5 questions for
suck?
me?
DVD sucks a lot. Nah. I'm only fucking.
You could have one, two, or three. It doesn't matter, but you need to have more than one. But
It
Okay, I got 3 for sure. I don't know if I'm gonna have any more after that.
you should call it
that's
the
fine.
five
And you
shooter.
can
Let's
ask
hear
us
it.
Call this
questions
section the
too.
five shooter.
For number 1, if you had to team with one person besides any of the people that you are teamed up with now in GEW, who would that person be? And it has to be from GKW.
From GKW, I will team up with uh you, or I will team up with what's this guy? How you say his name? Is it Jetty or Getty?
GD?
Yeah,
GD.
Jedi,
I would
Jedi, but
GD.
GD, like
Yeah, I would
GED.
GD.
GD. GD.
Yeah, GD.
You.
yeah.
But
There's
GD's
one
not
more.
GKW no more. He's GW.
Right. So that's why I gotta give you somebody else. I'm gonna give you Afterburn because that boy's cooking,
That
and
boy
What was he
was
cooking? What was he
cooking.
cooking?
he was, and
Some rice and beans.
Nero, Nero, whatever how you pronounce it.
Heru.
Hero the God. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
nice too.
right. Exactly. Those are the GKW guys that I would team up with if I had to.
Okay, for my second question, your favorite console
What?
of all time?
The regular Nintendo. Knockout Kings, not Knockout Kings. Mike Tyson Punch Out.
NES.
That's
Oh,
Mike
yeah,
Tyson's
NES.
Punch Out.
I think I know what that is.
You think you know what that is? That came out in
Wait,
1987.
hold on. Wait, you do not know what a NES console is?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, good.
I was about to
Because we
say.
was getting we was
That's
getting worried. It was like, you know what? I don't think we have a third question.
I, I think I
for
will go for
That's
that
it.
one. With mine would be
my third
Atari.
question.
Yikes!
Man, I'll go older, man. ColecoVision, man.
ColecoVision.
Damn, nigga,
Palm.
stop playing.
Straight
That
palm.
was the
Nah,
That's
I was saying Nintendo, regular Nintendo, the NES, because like Mike Tyson Punch Out and like the regular Mario's the classics, but
Donkey
a real
Kong.
great
Yep.
system that ever came out was Nintendo 64
Yep.
with Zelda and all that other shit.
I'm
So
playing 007 right
let's
now.
be realistic. 007, let's not forget
I
that.
hate it, bro. I
But go
hate it
ahead,
when you
Zook.
can't play
Third
online.
question. Third question.
Who would be your tournament partner for GEW?
We know you like that
We'll
question.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we. I was
No
gonna
pun
mention.
intended.
I was gonna
They,
mention.
he wants to make sure he doesn't that Dimebag doesn't mention that person.
Yeah, and I was, and I was, and I was, but no,
He already
serious,
know who it is.
but seriously though, I will team up with the dispatcher because I know her personally, and that's A Dot's sister. So I worked with her before. So shout out to the dispatcher, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to you.
And I would team up with Jen Wolverine if I had a chance
Oh,
to.
what? Wait, what?
Yeah, yeah. I would
No, no,
team
no,
up.
no. Look. I'm a vouch for this because he was trying to get Jen into the NOB when I was with
Yeah,
GEW. But I told
that's
him
correct.
Jen would never
That would
leave.
have been
Jen will
crazy.
never leave the side of Alicia and the Royal Besties.
Royal besties, right? That bro, I'm not. This is why this when you ask me these questions, I'm giving you the straight answer. You ask me for,
Yeah.
so and Savage just pretty much said that I'm really answering the question that I asked because I'm not doing it just to fuck with you. I was really gonna ask her to
And
join the team.
I could even answer your third one. Your third
Let's
one,
hear it.
your third one would probably be Faith.
It was gonna be Faith, but you already know. You know.
Hmm. I know. See, I know my
You got
niggas.
any? You got any more questions, Zuck? What's up, brother? Talk to me, man.
That's all I got.
All right. So let me
I
ask
went
you
for
before you leave, before we end this, um, who does one? Give me one person in GW that you feel like you know what I would probably never want to work with that person because of maybe you have
I-
an outside thing or
Is
you
it
see little promos or maybe you feel intimidated or something. I don't know. Whatever it is, just give me one person that you probably would never want to work with.
oh. I'm gonna have to go look back at the roster again because I can't think. I want brain dead.
I mean, it's just somebody that you know, like you probably should have this ready. Like you know what? I would never work with this person. Like me, I was telling somebody like, I don't want to work with 787 because there's no reason for me to work with him. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't want to work with Triple.
He didn't want to work with Trevor, with the bad guys. Like, see, there's people that you're like, there's no point of me working with that person because not no offense to them. Maybe there is an offense to them, maybe there isn't.
Well, in
But
my
I
case,
don't have
all
nothing.
offense. In my case, all offense
In
can
your
be
case,
taken.
yeah.
Yeah, I
In
was
your
gonna
case,
say,
but
yeah, you had a personal
in
bad
my
blow with that
case,
man.
Yeah,
me, I didn't have no bad blood with 77. I like the kid. It's just there's no storyline that I could work with him.
Well, you never know. He did beat your ass, but we're not gonna mention that.
Yeah, did he?
He made you tap,
Damn.
I beat you 3 times.
And I
and I
beat you.
still
I
won.
beat you.
Shit.
So shut up.
Shit.
hold up, hold up. I just want to put on record. Me and Zay are still 1-1.
That's correct.
Oh, don't worry about that. That's gonna come. Like I said, I gave up my belt. I gave up my belt because I left and I came back. So I'm coming for blood for everybody, even my own son. I'm just letting him
I'm
rock
just
out a
kidding.
little bit.
I'm just kidding, Zuki. You don't have to answer that, brother. I'm
Why
just trying to
not?
start
Why
something.
not?
You know.
I'm answering.
Nah,
I think I already have somebody in my head already.
He's
yeah.
good.
Let me hear it.
You ain't starting nothing.
I'm gonna have to say Bart.
Ali Bart.
Ooh,
American Bart.
Ali
Oh,
Bar. Shout
Yeah.
out to Ali
Well,
Bar.
Mister
That's my
at
boy.
one point
Mister
I didn't
Five
want to
Million
work with him.
Names.
Yeah, that's Mr. Five.
5,000.
That's a man you can't name him.
He reminds me of like an off-brand Roman Reigns for some reason.
Off Red
Oh,
Roman
you caught
Reigns.
that
That's
too?
DVD.
You caught that too?
He out there giving head at the table.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Nah, Bart
Yeah.
knows it's all love though. Bart knows it's all love.
Yeah.
Nah, trust me. A lot of, like I said, there's a lot of bad seeds in GW, but not everybody's a bad seed. You know, like some people just get
It's sad.
some people. Yeah, it's sad because we're grown ass men and we
Can
shouldn't
I
be
answer? Can
fucking
I
doing
say
this.
something real
But
quick? There's
some of
one
us.
person that I wish that I could have a full fledged rivalry with, and this is just because I want to. I want yes, Thank you. Yep.
Wolf
I want
Danger.
to eat his ass for some apparent reason. I want to.
I
I
know it.
just never. I just. Oh, he had that chill of somebody, and he just gives you that. Ugh.
Yo,
that
RJ, hold on.
that
I
that,
got
that
one
that's
question for
What?
RJ.
you, bro.
That's
I
RJ's
got
Great
one
White
question.
Buffalo.
Yo, I got one
That's a
Go
dream
question,
ahead.
and I
match.
want you to be 100% honest with me right now. Out of all the people that you could have picked to fight, as you being A Dot's hitman,
Okay, listen,
why did
listen.
you pick
There
Spicy?
is. This,
I
this,
just want to know.
listen. All right, listen.
That's a good
Here's
question.
the God
That's a good
honest truth.
question.
Oh shit.
Easy win.
Bro.
I'm
Wow.
sorry.
You,
Yeah,
you know
if it
what's
was a
funny?
submission match or subordinate
He
match, he
actually
would beat me.
his
If
the
listen,
He's gotten better. He's gotten a
yes,
lot better
he's
actually.
like yo. I'm not gonna front. Like his character when we first faced him, his character was ass. But then when he changed and he came to Spicy 2.0, he wasn't a slouch. Because I thought, I had the
Yeah.
better. He
if he
beat me.
put him
He
in, so
he
listen.
You
he
know?
was the world champ. Let's
Yeah,
not
he
When
was
forget
I
the
he was the
world
said
world
I
champ.
want
champ.
to face him, it was just because I want to get him out of the way. That was one person I want to face to get out of the way, and I did that. So I was like, all right, that's done.
Okay.
But
And
if
then
I had to go against anybody, like
okay.
there's multiple people I would love to have a match. I would have loved to have a match with, but who knows? It would have been
Awesome.
one. It would have to see Savage because me, because I'm still a little burned out about that glitched ass cell match. But that's just me being funny. But no, the real
That made you leave
no,
that made
no,
you leave
no, it wasn't.
FEW
No, it
in the
wasn't.
beginning.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it
It was
did.
because someone said a word and I
It
got
did.
pissed because I so excited.
Oh yeah, you're
Oh
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But then this motherfucker want to come and hit me up, and after that match, he came
You
and
love me
sent me
though.
like
But listen,
25
okay,
different
listen,
versions
there's
of
a difference.
RJ.
Listen, I'm gonna say this, and this is the honest truth.
So
Savage can say, Ralph, you're an asshole. There's only one person, and he said it earlier, that I could sit there and say who is like everyone else has been like talking to me, but who DBD, I love you to death, dude. You know, you've been bullshitting with me, but the guy that keeps it, who keeps it with 100 with me,
yeah,
you
brother. I
kind
love you
of
too, bro.
you keep it 100. But the man who keeps it 100 is Savage. That motherfucker was like, yo, what the fuck you doing, you dumb fuck? What the fuck is this shit? Why the fuck you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing
Yeah, I don't
that?
like to talk
What
to
the
people
fuck
like
is
that
The
this?
unless you're like, uh,
the brutal,
I,
honest truth. The brutal,
yeah,
honest truth is all I give.
unless I know you for
Yeah.
since I was a kid. You know what I mean? I wouldn't
But if
disrespect
anybody,
you.
DVD
but
So
if
you could
I
do
had
DVD
to
whatever,
only
have a
does
brother.
that
dream
with me.
match, I would want to fight
Yeah, I
Me and
do
him,
that with
we got
But
that
on
Zay.
some
I
already.
real
do that with
shit,
A
my
Dot.
dream match would
Like,
have to be fighting
yeah,
DVD one more time because we already fought in Fight Club. I would have to fight DVD one more time.
uh,
But listen, but hold on. I'm saying
yeah.
this now in your
You're
podcast,
you're
and I said it to Savage, and Savage can vouch for this. Big boys coming back. No heavyweight. Big boys coming back. That's all y'all need to know. And Savage knows exactly what I'm talking
Okay.
about.
okay. Well, really, well,
Big boy is signed to AXW.
So I am coming
okay.
back as Big Boy Bombshell. So I'm doing super heavyweight RJ. I'm not
Oh,
doing
nice.
the heavyweight RJ. None of that shit.
Are you sure? Are you sure that we're not going to see RJ
A
and then in two
cruiserweight, a
weeks we're going to
cruiserweight
see
RJ.
another RJ and then in 2 more weeks we're
Oh
going to
No,
see?
no,
no. He's
no. We
banned.
already
He's
talked.
banned from
We
doing that.
already
I already
talked.
told
I
him.
only have one call that I'm
Back
using,
and forth.
and I'm using RJ as a super heavyweight because I kind of saw in my matches that I'm not doing what I usually do. I'm not as grapply as I am. I'm not really throwing people around like I should be. So when 2K23 comes about, I'm going to go back to the drawing board. But I'm still going to be RJ. I'm still going to be, my asshole self. But that's it. But I'm going to be a super heavyweight asshole.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
He said, "I'm gonna
So
be a heavyweight asshole."
so for the heavyweight assholes, for the savages, for the assassins, for the newcomers, which I guess you're a union
Listen,
to be reckoned
there's
with,
one
right?
person.
What is it
Yes, sir.
All right,
that
he's a buck. If I give him some respect, I'll sit there and bullshit with him for private parties. Dookie, you're my point off, but you are one loud motherfucker, man.
That's
he's
why y'all get
naturally
I
high?
along. That's
am.
why y'all get
That's why we
along,
get
Ralph, because
along
you a
so
loud
well. Because
motherfucker
here's
too.
we're playing Call of Duty.
Naturally high.
Man.
Listen,
Oh
man,
yeah, man.
I'm
Zuki,
just
Zuki, something
it's
else. That motherfucker will join my party 20 times. I'm like, bro, I am AFK. I am not here.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's either your kid or you playing. So half the time I join in, wait for you to start talking, and then all of a sudden you
He's like a
leave.
lost
I'm like,
puppy.
shit.
He's like a
I'm
lost
like,
puppy
just
right now. He's
stay,
a lost.
please.
well. Listen here, fellas. Listen here, fellas. Listen here, fellas. I'm gonna have to cut it down short because
Well, cut it down. We can still talk shit in the studio.
you can still talk shit in the
Is there?
studio, but I'm gonna stop where we're at.
No
So
problem.
thank you guys all for coming.
Yeah.
This has been another episode of
No
This and
problem. No
That,
problem.
and we were talking Puzzle Piece Mafia with a special guest, Zae the ASSASSIN.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Peace.
Peace
Peace.
out.
Doses.